The Brown family lives most of their lives in complete isolation.
Kick the bucket! Kick the bucket again!
Oh, no!
Just left!
So it's no surprise that they aren't exactly up to date on pop culture.
Who or what is Bruno Mars?
Bruno Mars. The small planet next to real Mars? I don't know. It's a dog?
Anderson Cooper.
I feel like I do know who Anderson Cooper is. I feel like I have heard of that. I know who Alice Cooper is.
What about Obamacare?
Something that Obama cares about.
What does bottle service mean?
Oh, like back in the 50s when they used to leave milk on the doorsteps? They still do that down there?
And it is all the Browns have ever needed in order to survive.
Hit it! Almost! Again! Got it! Yeah. Teamwork!
By supporting each other, they've succeeded in building the dream of a Bush utopia.
Look at the flaming tail, that's it!
But as the years tick by, it becomes clear that in order to evolve, the family must expand.
There's one thing to survive in the bush. There's another thing to evolve and to try to go forward with it. But like the guys started incorporating wives and possibly kids and things like that. It's going to change Browntown a lot.
This season, on a nostalgic trip to Prince of Wales, second oldest son Bam had something significant to confess to his parents.
So what are you going to do? You go shortly a little bit? Or what?
Actually, I need to talk to you about that from really. How to put this tactfully. I'm actually going to be taking off for a little bit. There's something that I have to do, and I have to travel down to the Lower 48 to do it.
You mean now?
You're not going home with us?
Being completely selfish about this, you know, as a member of the big family, we need Bam right now. And it's going to be harder on us without having him there. Boy, spring it on us right here at the dock.
And I've been thinking about, like the whole trip. I figured once we got here, I'd make my decision.
I'm very happy for him, but as a mother, it's sad because I'm used to having them all in my nest, and when you have to let them fly from the nest, and you just hope that their wings are really strong.
And in this never-before-seen clip, Bam shares more insight on his upcoming journey to the Lower 48 to younger brother Noah.
Just as I wanted to tell you, man. I might be headed off for a little while. Yeah, I gotta go see about a girl.
Here in Ketchikan?
No, a little bit further away than that. The lady that I met is in the Lower 48 and is very different than anything I've really ever known. So it should be a grand adventure.
Okay, that is a long way away.
La Crosse most of the way.
Is she worth it?
Well worth that far. Worth going a lot further, man. No, this is a bit like something my old man would do, or my mom and dad, because, they came to Alaska on a wing and a prayer with, some beans in a box and a gun with a few shells, and they had no idea what they were doing. And I'm doing a bit of that in reverse because I'm headed down to a world that I don't know and I don't understand.
Does this woman have anything to do with the house you've been building?
Well, it's not exactly impressive if your dream girl walks up the beach to the trapper shack, now is it? This is really one of the first, permanent type homes we've ever had. Comfortable. And then when you meet a special someone, you start thinking about the future a lot more than you ever normally would have. Gets cozy. No, I definitely feel that this is the right time to do what I'm doing. I've met someone that I have feelings for, and I'm following my heart, which is what I've been taught to do my entire life. If you feel it's right, then go for it. I've noticed recently, everybody's come together even a little bit more than we normally are, and you're always around to keep an eye on things, and I think everybody can just hack it for a little while, It's definitely always going to be in the back of my mind, worrying about everybody else. But this is something that I need to do, and it was an inevitable circumstance that was going to happen eventually with one of us. It just happens to be me, and it happens to be today. You know how it is, and there are certain situations where there's just certain things you have to do.
Man, I'm behind you 100%. Go get your girl. I'm really gonna miss you, man.
Oh, do I get a hug? You're gonna hug me? Oh, let's just have it. Okay, that's enough. Okay. Okay, yeah. That happened.
You don't understand, Bam needed to go do what he needed to do. It reflects on us because we're down a man now, and a man that works really hard So everybody now is going to have to work a little bit harder to make up for the 2 less hands that we have.
With 30 years in the wild behind them, the Browns are more eager than ever to solidify their place in the bush.
Well, Alaska is definitely part of who I am. It flows in my veins just like the rest of my family. It's impossible to say what the future holds, but Browntown's definitely my home.
Their commitment to living wild pushes their boundaries every day, but the dream of creating a legacy remains strong.
In my personal search to find myself returning to Browntown, I feel pretty good, you know? I mean, I've got a lot more work to do and everything, but compared to where I started off, it's been a heck of a journey, and the future looks bright.
The entire purpose of Browntown was to make what we wanted, to make a utopia, if you will. And a permanent relationship or a spouse someday or anything like that for any of the Brown boys would be progression of Browntown. It would be the purpose of it.
Since we've been in Alaska, our dream has never changed. Our dream has been to live self-sufficient, to live our life the way we want to live it. It makes me realize that no matter what we're facing, no matter what's in front of us, this is a strong family. If there's anything we've learned here, you never give up, you never surrender. You never give up your dream. You never give up fighting for that dream, no matter what comes in front of you.
The road ahead will be difficult, and after 3 decades of struggling to live free, the coming years of continuing the Brown legacy will be the most important time of their lives.
As Browntown progresses, I'd like to see all the guys get their own places. Some place that they would want to bring somebody to.
Someday, hopefully, the kids will have wives, them grandbabies. I just see it expanding more and more.
I think we're a long way from seeing Browntown completed. We barely started.
Work at Carmen.